see if anybody shows up here today. I didn't give anybody any warning that I was going to be going live. So we will see if anybody comes. Well, somebody's here. We are in the middle of a snowstorm here on New Year's Eve, 2019. And sure is pretty, but it sure is dangerous to drive in, especially if somebody's been drinking. Anybody here? Okay, well, I'm just going to start. You know, a lot of times when we choose to help an addict, you know, it turns out well. And there are other times that it doesn't. And I just went through when it doesn't kind of a situation. So I had a friend who didn't recommend. No. I had a friend who met someone, a guy who was an addict and wanted help, saying that, you know, he was addicted to opiates and then he wanted help, that he didn't get paid for 2 weeks, and if anybody could send him free kratom. And so, you know, my biggest mission in being a recovering addict, being on kratom, my biggest mission is to help others. I have a passion for helping people. It's, you know, like, I think that kratom is a wonderful miracle plant, and I know that it can be used to help so many people. And so that's what my mission is. So, you know, I told him to message me and I would help him. So he did. He messaged me and I got his address and sent him 150, I think, over 100 grams of free kratom. Well, last night I get a message from my friend, and he goes, I think that what's his name blocked me. I think he's removed his post from, and I'm like, all right, well, let me go look. And sure enough, I was blocked also. So the guy who I sent the kratom to blocked not only me, but another woman who sent him kratom and everybody else. So he gave us his address. We sent him the kratom and he blocked us, meaning he scammed us. Whenever we want to help others, whether it's giving money, whether it's giving kratom, whatever it is, when you open up yourself to unhealthy people, which that's what we addicts are, especially when we're in active addiction, we're unhealthy. When you open yourself up to addicts, to think that you're never going to get scammed is foolish. About a year or so back, my Bernie loaned someone in the rooms of AA $200 to pay for electric or whatever it was. And the guy just took off. He scammed not only Bernie, but another lady that was there in the rooms, you know, that he and took off and never paid anybody back because he was in active addiction and he was only borrowing money to use, took advantage of people. So whenever we want to help someone, we have to be ready for ourselves to be scammed. That's the chance that we're taking. Because when I was in active addiction, I lied to people just like that. When I was in active addiction, I borrowed money, I stole money, whatever I could, jewelry, whatever I could. But mostly I asked to borrow money. I asked, gave these sob stories of, this and that. And I mean, I made up some crazy stuff. And so to think that it's not going to happen to me is kind of foolish. My heart was in the right place. And, that's what I have to remember. I did it out of a kind heart. What he decided to do with it is on him. He's got to sleep with himself at night. And when he, telling somebody I'm live right now. So when he, gets clean, comes to his senses, he's going to have a lot of guilt. Like I have a lot of guilt about the things that I did, the money I stole, the things, people I lied to. And so, it's just something that happens. And, I don't feel horrible about it. I know that my heart was in the right place. But so be careful going forward. I'm not going to just take someone's word for it and just act right. I mean, I should have gotten to know him a little bit better. I should have waited. There are things that I can take out of this, but yeah, we addicts. We're lying, scheming, manipulating people. I learned to lie and scam and con like a professional. I was a professional. I honed my skill. The only reason I would befriend someone is so for what I could get from them. In the end game, okay, what am I going to be able to get from this person? How am I going to be able to con and scam this person? That's everybody was a dollar sign to me. And that's the truth. And so for me to turn around and say, oh, I can't believe that happened to me, that's foolish. Of course it happened to me. I've been in the creative community. January will be 2 years. Seems a lot longer than that. But it will be 2 years. And I've only gotten scammed twice. That's a pretty good record. And so I think I find myself blessed. That's only happened that many times. But, going forward, I will use it as a learning tool. And as far as making amends, I have made amends to people I've stolen from. And I've paid back people that I stole from. And I don't have anything weighing on my conscience now. I think it's important as addicts when we come into recovery and we go through the steps and whether you're in the step to go through the steps or not, whether you're in AA or NA or not, we still need to make amends to the people that we hurt. And it's important that we rid ourselves of that guilt, rid ourselves of the shame that we have that's accumulated because of the things that we've done. And so, it's scary saying I'm sorry. It's scary approaching someone that we've scammed, that we've, but it's for us. It's for that we can move forward and we don't have that baggage weighing us down. Hey, Richard. Good. I was just talking about how I just got scammed out of Kratom, and how, we as in recovery, we'll try to help people. And, to think that we're not going to get taken is foolish, because when I was in active addiction, I did the same. I scammed and robbed and conned and manipulated everybody I ever came in contact with. And so for me, it's just part of life in recovery when you're trying to help others. You know, when I give knowing that this person may be lying to me, but what matters is what's in my heart. When we do something for others, it's what it's in our heart. It's our intention, and that's what really matters. And this this guy is an active addict, and of course he's scammed. It's just what we do as addicts. And so I'm not really that horribly upset over it. I wish, the only thing that I wish is that somebody who really needed the help could have gotten it. I gave away 100 and whatever grams of good kratom, and it could have went to somebody who really wanted and needed the help, that wanted and needed to get off of opiates, to get started, in recovery. And that's the only thing that bothers me, is that it didn't go to somebody who really wanted to change their life. I really feel passionate and strong about kratom and about its ability to help people get off of opiates, get off of Suboxone, and just start, getting better. I'm not saying that if you're on Suboxone, you're not better. Don't take don't take that and run with it. But yeah, and so I'm not the only one that was scammed by him. And I don't know who it was, but another lady had sent him some. But as the thing is to not get hard, to not stop giving, to not stop trying to help because somebody lied to us and scammed us. It's important that we realize that there are many people out there who would appreciate the help, that really need the help, and it's important that we just keep going forward and doing that. I have a drive, as you do too, Richard. I have a drive in my heart to help others, and I wish I could do more. I wish that I could do a lot more for people. And because I have such a drive in me to help people. And I count myself blessed that I have that in me. What we get out of it is what matters, our spiritual being, knowing we are helping and building on things for ourselves. Absolutely. Yes. Because the more we give, the more that we open ourselves up to caring and loving people, is we grow. We grow in experience, we grow in love, we grow in compassion, we grow in empathy. And there's a saying in a book. I'm not going to mention the book. It says, "He who suffers much loves much." And when we suffer, when we go through things, it teaches us to love others. Like it teaches us sympathy and empathy. When you suffer, it softens your heart towards others. Yeah, the drive is what keeps us going. It's absolutely true. And so, I'm not gonna allow it to make me hard or make me stop giving. I will be a little bit more careful. But yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to sign off now. And please be safe tonight. I've never been one to go out and party on New Year's Eve. It's just not, it never has been my thing. I don't think I've ever have. Uh, I'm 53 years old. I don't think I've ever gone out on New Year's Eve. But be careful, because not just you are out there. There are drunk drivers out there. You can be as safe as you possibly can try to be, but if there's somebody out there, that's driving drunk, you're in their crosshairs. So just please be careful. And I wish everybody a happy new year. I cannot believe it's 2020. I'm just so crazy. And brightest blessings and goddess bless.